We're unwrapping an unwrapped gift. It's a book.
Brand new gift?
Shirley Jackson, just an ordinary day.
That's right, Conky. Perfect for you.
Nothing ordinary about this day.
Nothing.
And here I am again.
Nothing ordinary about this day, right, Conky?
Nothing ordinary about any day.
Any day. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming out. And everyone, we appreciate you. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. And please hit that thumbs up. Help out the channel. And, man, crazy week as always. And then we got the mayor of Conky Town.
I'm calling myself the mayor of Conky Town.
And why are you calling yourself the mayor of Conky Town?
I don't know. I figured Travis can call himself the mayor of Tube Town. I can call myself the mayor of Conky Town.
So I'm like, am I the mayor of Mayor Town?
I don't know. You're the mayor of Auction Town, I guess.
Or
Auctioneer Town.
Second Sense Town? Or oh my gosh. So yeah, I don't know. Jeremy should be on, hopefully.
I thought he was going to be here tonight.
I haven't heard anything. I'm not saying he's going to be here.
So I'm just wondering, how did I wind up in the back of the police car on the thumbnail?
Well, you know how you got in the back of the police car. That's a dumb question. I mean, everyone knows how Conky got in the back of the police car.
Yes.
Oh,
But,
man.
You made it look like Jeremy was driving me to jail.
I was trying to stop it. Or it looks like I'm getting pressed. One of the two.
You figure if you stood in front of the police car, you could stop him from taking me. I appreciate that, too.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, Conky.
That's what buddies do for each other. They stand in front of the police when their buddies are in the back seat on their way to the pokey.
Exactly. Because I'm there for you, Conky.
Oh, man.
I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful evening. And, man, so as everyone doesn't know, Conky got arrested.
I guess I did.
He got pulled over because his hair was flying out too much out of the window. And officer's like, it was bald. And the officer said, listen, sir, you come with me. You got too nice a head of hair. Anybody with a hair that nice does not deserve to be out on the road, should be in prison. So
I think they were just taking me to cut my hair off. I think they were going to make a wig out of it. Or something. I don't know. I mean, it's all this power that I have in my hair. I just, wish I could share that with others.
We all wish, Conky.
Yep.
The power of the Conkinator hair.
The power of the hair.
So
now, the hair's getting a little gray. So I guess I'm losing a little power, but, what are you going to do?
Scott Roberts says he loved the Joker. Oh.
Yep. There he is.
There's my Joker. And then I got my on air. It's lit right now, so the Invisible Family knows not to come and mess with me. And Scott Roberts, I like that last name. Just imagine my last name was Roberts. My name was Robert Roberts. Hello, Robert Roberts. I'd probably be a comedian then, because, comedians usually have two first names.
You'd have to be.
I'd be, boom.
So I'll go ahead and say it. How do we know your Invisible Family's not sitting right there?
Well, that's a good question, Conky. Ed says only 236 thumbs up, 491 in the chat right now, guys. Help out the channel. Hit that thumbs up. It takes a second. And even Bonnie said hit that thumbs up. They could be Conky. Hi, Jane. Hi, Michelle. Oh, wait.
Someone wants to know if I'm Italian.
Conky, are you Italiano?
Well, I do like pizza and lasagna if it's cooked just right. So maybe I might.
You don't talk with your hands, Conky.
Well, you don't see my hands. I mean,
yeah, but you be like talking with your hands. Are you Italian? I would think, Conky.
Oh, my hands are all over the place. They're just.
I have a lot of Italian relatives. I'm not Italian personally. And people are like, how can you have Italian relatives? Well, obviously, people in my family married people that were Italian. And this guy the other day, he's like, oh, you're Italian. I said, no, my cousin's. How can your cousin be Italian? You're not Italian. That's because his dad was Italian. That's how. And his mom and my mom were sisters. That's how that worked. It's crazy.
My cousins were Italian too.
Oh man.
Their last name ended in a vowel. Hey, wait, my last name ends in a vowel. I might be Italian. I don't know.
You might be.
Could be.
Maybe you should do one of those. I don't know, whatever those DNA things, Conky. I'll tell you exactly where you are. Promise you might get arrested. You might be wanted like from 1962 or something.
That's why I'm not going to do it. I don't want the cops showing up on my door for something that I did, but I don't even remember doing. So.
Hello, it's John Kirk there. Hello,
got alone.
John Kirk.
You know what the worst part about that is?
What's that?
He violated the protection order, obviously, by having a gun. If that lands him in a jail in Ohio, then he's going to be up here. I just hope they throw his ass in jail in Florida and leave him down there.
It's gonna be interesting. I just hope they keep him in jail, because the thing is that there's a lot of people that should stay in jail, and they just like let people off all the time.
I'm surprised he's not out right now, because I mean, you practically got to kill somebody to actually go to jail without, you know, what do they call it, bail or bond or whatever.
Yeah, and the thing is that even if you kill someone, you might not stay in prison as long as you would think. Tomorrow's video, Judy, I think we'll find out if the wedding dress. Also find out if we found some more jewelry.
Jewelry is always nice.
Yeah, I bought this unit, and lady passed away. Family wanted some items back. Wedding dress is one of them, and very interesting. It's very interesting.
Well, I mean, you can't use the wedding dress, so you might as well.
Yeah, I found vintage Barbies. I found jewelry, money. At least I think 8 boxes so far of money. I found $24 and $2 bills, Conky.
$24 and so you found 12 $2 bills.
Yeah,
see how good I am at math?
Your math is stupendous.
I'm telling you.
Everyone that you think Conky's math is unbelievable, just get a thumbs up in the chat or say awesome, Conky.
I just rattled that off like I knew the end, like it came naturally.
I don't know what grade division that is, Conky, but you passed.
It was a momentary.
24 divided by $2 bills, 12. Boom! It was like this. Smoke.
It was just a momentary vision of clarity that I was able to do that and
you're like
not, stumble over my words or.
I mean, look at this. There's a thumbs up for you.
Oh, thank you.
You an awesome Conky. That's here we go.
With encouragement like that, I might be able to divide or multiply again.
You guys are encouraging Conky to keep up with his math skills. Keep him sharp.
I need those sharp math skills.
So guess where I was today?
Where was you?
Timbuktu, and I bought a storage unit. Another one in the middle of nowhere. It was so bad. I was talking to Roy, and the call got dropped. Like it was going in and out for a minute, and then it got dropped. That's how far out I was. When you're so far out, the cell phone towers ain't working. You know you got issues, Conky.
You can't hear me now.
You can't hear me now. I found it. So, and interesting video. And I'm trying to think when the video will come out. Maybe Saturday I'll put the video out. Because tomorrow will be the final of the one unit I bought. That I've put out 2 videos so far. So talking about the wedding dress and, like I said, all the money I found. I found jewelry. I found vintage toys. I found all kind of cool stuff. And this unit, I buy the storage unit. It's one of these places that there's no manager.
God love those.
Okay, so I pay over the phone. Out of state company owns it, Pay over the phone. They give me the gate code and the locker code, right? So I go out to this place. I open the gate, works. I'm like, great. I go to the locker, and the locker code don't work. And I'm like, man. So I call late up. I'm like, is there 2 places? Well, yeah, there's another one down the road. Let me see if you're in the right place. And I'm like, here's the unit number. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. It's not working. She goes, let me, and I'm like, well, here's the code you guys gave me. Oh, that's the wrong code. So
what's the right code?
Another 10, 15 minutes of my life wasted. I don't know. So then they tell me this, Conky. They said, this is when I after I paid, the lady said, "Oh, the manager said if you find any firearms or ammunition, just leave them in the unit, and they'll give them to the police."
Sure.
And I'm like, okay. And I went back and double checked because I didn't see anything in the terms and agreement. They call that, right, Conky?
Yeah.
And now you're allowed to put that in the terms, no problem. But after the fact of the auction, you cannot put that in. That'd be like me, like Conky selling me all these Hot Wheels, and the only thing I saw was that watermelon, Mustang, Redline, and then Conky, oh, yeah, that one wasn't included. But I bid all this money because I thought I was getting that Mustang. Oh, well, yeah, but that's not included. Sorry. You can't do that because that's the only reason I bid as much as I bid, and the person that was bidding against me for that hope and dreams of that possibly being in there because it looked like it could be in there.
I was at an auction one time, and this is a licensed auctioneer in Ohio, and he's got his own, website. He's if I said the name, you'd probably recognize it. But there were toys among other things, and there was a box, a flat of just a bunch of die-cast cars, and it happened to have some Redline Hot Wheels in it. And we all go around and we inspect the lots, if you will. And what I found out after he auctioned off this box of die-cast cars, sometime between the time he started the auction, which is when I sat down after looking at this box, and the time he auctioned them off, he had gone through and picked out all the good ones. And then you just tell him, okay, we got this box of Hot Wheels here, who wants it? And of course, I bid on it and win. And when they bring it back to me, the ones I wanted and they weren't in there.
That's not cool.
Yeah, that was the auctioneer that did that. I know that because then he auctioned off the ones I wanted right after that. So, needless to say, that was the last time I went to his auction.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. And then when people do things like that are unscrupulous, that they want Conky.
Well, again, he was a licensed auctioneer. I mean, he went through all the requirements, the testing, and all that. Supposedly he was.
Well, every profession there's bad seeds, and the thing about auctioneers is that there's always going to be some bad ones. There's bad police officers. There's bad firemen, probably. There's bad doctors. There's bad dentists. Conky.
Yeah.
You know what they call the guy that graduates med school with the lowest GPA?
The coroner?
Doctor. So just remember that. The guy that graduates med school with the lowest GPA is called doctor, okay? So you only have to, I don't know how high you got to get to graduate med school, but, there's somebody out there that got like the top of their class, and then there's this guy that just squeaked by 70-some% or whatever.
Yeah.
He got, this wrong, but he only killed a few people, so he'd be all right,
Just barely made it.
Right. Once again, every profession's like that.
Yeah.
There's always the pros and the not pro.
There's the pros and there's the cons. As in convicts.
Sweet Rage, I apologize. I'm sorry to hear that. You got what my wife got and my kids, invisibility disease. It's not easy. I feel for you. A lot of people think it's an advantage being invisible, but there's a lot of disadvantages, Conky.
Oh, yeah.
Family photos, big disadvantage.
So, I don't know if I can show. Somebody, I think Bonnie was asking whose dog was barking. We have to keep Eddie in now because he chased something in the yard, and he came in looking like that. I mean, he was just covered in mud and grease or whatever he's got on his face. But he came in, he ate his dinner, and just went and jumped in the tub because he knew he needed a bath.
That's funny.
I didn't even have to say anything to him.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know whether he's
that's a dog.
smart or a smart ass, but he got his bath, so he's clean now. But we're not letting him back out for the night.
Well, my wife's over there trying to get my dog to chase chipmunks. So she's like, chase chipmunk. So he takes off, runs in the backyard around the garage, between the garage and the pool. Of course, he's not catching no chipmunk. So then my wife grabs him. Then she puts him in the front. He sees this rabbit. He's tied up. He ends up breaking his leash, full speed charging after the rabbit towards the street. I mean, I got those trees. Everybody's going right between the trees. And I'm like, oh, Chester. And he stopped. He turned around and came back. I'm like,
you don't want him running out into the road.
Yeah, that's what I told my wife. I said, you're trying to teach him how to catch chipmunks. Next thing you know, he's going to be squished.
Yeah. Yeah, Eddie was chasing the chipmunk last week. It was hilarious because the chipmunk was running as fast as it could. And Eddie was trying, I mean, he was keeping up with it and everything, but he was just trying to like get it, but he couldn't because the chipmunk was too small for him to get while he was running.
Too small to get, huh?
So it was kind of funny, really.
My wife's like, I need to get a cat. Oh, yeah, I had something here. Oh, man, I forgot about that storage unit. I got all these storage units going. I got some stuff coming up. Some good videos coming up.
Looks like Jesse's in the chat.
Jesse? My man, Claire Thriss. What's up, Claire Thriss? Talk about a hard-working dude. But he got me my zero turn fixed up. My son, he's like, Dad, can I use the zero turn? I'm like, okay. He was out there flying around on that thing, man. That thing's nice.
Does that mean that Jesse has to fix it again?
No. My son is way better. Like me, I'm full throttle. My son's way more careful. Like me, I only put one speed, I don't. Like when I hit the lawnmowers, I just put 6th gear, whatever the top gear speed is, and I don't slow Conky down. I just go. Like my son, he's more articulate. And I wanted to show, I'm trying to find this now. Where the heck did I put it?
Yeah, my zero turn, I haven't used it in a couple of years. I haven't used it since I sold the schoolhouse, but that thing will go so fast it'll blow your hair back.
Yeah, this is not a huge zero turn, but it's a nice one. I can't find it now, Conky.
Oh, it's never where you're looking.
Yeah, I screenshot this article. I want to read it, and now I can't find it. Interesting. Story of my life, Conks.
Yep. You'll find it later.
Yeah, so then I bought this unit today for $140. 10 by 20. Packed, stacked boxes. In Mentor, Ohio.
Other side of town from you, huh?
Yeah, I think everyone was afraid because I think everyone thought it was going to be like office paperwork and stuff like that.
So what did it turn out to be?
I don't know. I haven't gone into the unit. But I went to the unit and paid for it, and I looked in there. Boxes, because you can see some boxes in the picture that said things on the side, and I saw boxes that said things, and they didn't say paperwork.
Well, that's good.
And there's a lot.
Yeah, see, that's... I couldn't do a 10 by 20 like that. No, I'm just too old.
Conky, I've been... Jeff's been on vacation. Mary Beth? Yes, she remembers the zero turn. So Jeff's been on vacation. So I've been moving these storage units by myself. And the one unit I bought, I was like, I had to go pick up my van and use my van. My van's almost shot. I probably shouldn't be driving it, but I'm like, if I take the Traverse, it's going to take me so many trips. Can't do it. It's going to take so many trips.
So you're still looking for a van?
Yeah, I do need a van. Anyone out there?
I actually found one on Copart, but it said future, so I don't know when it's gonna come up. It just has some damage on the back doors, but they still open.
That's all I need.
I'll have to send you the link to it so you can look at it.
See him watch it. He'd rather float around on his boat or his jet skis. So I got to figure out what to do about this unit, though, because I can move it all out. But I really like to film it with just Jeff. So I might just have to rent it for a week or something. Let them see if they can give me until Tuesday or Wednesday.
10 by 20 is something you should rent a U-Haul for.
Well, Jeff and I can move it all. It's a manor close to him. Close to the dump and close to the scrap.
Yeah, that's true. You're up there by Painesville.
Yeah, I could rent the U-Haul. But do I rent the U-Haul or rent the unit? I can rent the U-Haul, move it all, but then, like I said, I've been filming these units without just Jeff and by myself, and it's not as much fun when you film by yourself. And then I got to work more.
Yeah. Yeah, so we don't like that.
I was going to rent a U-Haul, pick it up tonight, go there tomorrow, take my son with me, have him film, load it all up, and then I'm like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. So which unit did you go to today? You started to...
Well, I went and paid on that 10 by 20, and then I went and picked up this unit where they told me about the firearms and other things are not included. Or leave them in there for the manager to give to the police. That's right.
So is that just something they say, or did they know something?
I don't know. That's what they said. So I guess you have to watch that video, Conky.
Yeah, I guess I am.
But that's gonna be a minute. I think that I think it'll come out Saturday. Then I think the gold and platinum one will come out Sunday, and then the I don't know, Conky.
Well, I guess I could show you what I did this week.
Uh-oh. Who wants to see what Conky did?
I don't know if you guys want to see or not.
Put in the chat. If you guys want to see what Conky did, put in the chat you want to see it. If not, then I will show you something.
Do you guys remember? Let's see if I can.
Do you remember?
Let's see if I can find the picture here as a reminder. I'm sure you've all seen
in the chat.
I got a lot of scrolling down to do here on my.
3 people that say they want to see it.
People want to see it? Okay.
We only got 3 or 4. I don't know, Conky. I don't think they really want to see it.
Okay. Well,
you're still looking, anyways.
Yeah, I'm scrolling down.
Send it to me, and I'll tell you if we should see it, show it or not.
In order for you to appreciate what I did this week, you kind of got to look at what something looked like before I did anything to it. I wasn't going to show the teaser, but I figure what the hell.
What the?
I'll show it.
Hales.
And you guys can. There it is. All right, so pick a good one here.
Very cool lunchbox.
This will be the nail of thumb.
The nail of thumb?
Nail of thumb.
The thumb of nail.
All right, so as you guys know, I like to every once in a while work on Tonka trucks.
Oh, God.
So this one right here is my next project.
Nice, nice.
Oh, let me get this out of here.
So what year is this Tonka trunk, Conky?
I think it's a 68. And this is what it looks like. Hey, it makes a nice little...
Oh, is that a wind chime, Conky? You're making a wind chime now?
This is what it looks like when the red part comes out of the out of the oven.
So you call this a Conky wind chime?
Yep.
Or a
That would
Tonka?
make a neat wind chime.
A Tonky, Conka,
Just
Conky
Tonka
wind chime.
parts. It actually turned out. Can't really see that well.
It looks nice.
Video
Shiny.
doesn't really do it justice.
You powder coated it?
Yeah, but I mean, I sanded the ever-loving snot out of it.
It looks smooth as smooth can be. I don't see one little dot or anything.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad.
So you wet sand that?
No, I actually dry sanded it several times. This
Okay.
one, and then the video is just going to be kind of like a montage of sanding because there's no way I can show all the sanding I did to this.
How many hours of sanding you think?
Probably 10 hours
Wow,
of sanding.
that's love.
One of the things I had to do was I had to import from the UK magnets. You see how that's being held on there with a magnet?
Hold on. Oh yeah.
It's actually a magnet.
Nice.
And I had to get, clear threads. JB Weld works good on the pitting. Yeah, that's what I did. I filled the pitting with JB Weld and sanded it. But I had to get a magnet that would go in the oven and not give out. I don't think a lot of people realize this, but magnets, you put a regular magnet in an oven, it will lose its magnetism.
Oh really?
I had to wait for this company to restock their high temperature magnets, and then I had to send over from the UK to. I'll take that off of there.
I'm ready to go to the pool.
There we go.
That's why I should be Conky right now. The pool. My kids, my wife, they went swimming today. Myself, I did not get an opportunity. I've been busy, man. It's been a busy week.
Well, I mean, all you really got to do is jump in the pool. What?
I know, Conky. It's just, got to do it. What day was it? Monday. Monday I took off. I hung out in the pool probably for about 2 hours, took a break, and then hung out for another probably 2 hours. Probably about 4 hours in the pool on Monday.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, I think I might be doing the pool.
Need to do that every once in a while.
Yeah, I got to take a vacation, Conky. I think I'm going to come to your house, spending a week there.
You really no vacationing here. It's just.
It's not my house. I don't have to do anything. I want to clean up after myself. There's free food. I got you guys to do my laundry.
Yeah.
It's good, man. Noreen kick us out in about 2 minutes.
Oh, you think it'd take that long?
Well, okay. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't take that long.
Clear Thirst, did you sell your boat? The jet boat or whatever? I was thinking about buying that thing, man. Cruise out around the lake.
Yeah, Noreen says, "Yep, I'd kick you out."
Come on, Noreen. We're house guests. Hey, we're like like out of National Lampoon's Christmas, and
That there's an RV.
there's an RV.
Where'd you go fall in love with extra? Taking it with us when we leave her next month. It was fun to find out that RV is actually in Medina, Ohio.
Look at Jesse. He says, nope, still got it. I got way too many boats right now. Sounds like a video, man.
All of Jesse's boats.
Yeah, like we could all race them. Clear Thirst would win any day, though.
Now, are we talking about remote control boats or?
No, real boats, man.
Oh, okay.
He's got both, I'm sure. I'm sure he's got a bunch of remote control boats, too.
I've got a few somewhere. I've always liked the boats. I'll never forget the time Jesse brought his remote control truck to the auction. I think I played with it more than he did.
Oh, that was awesome. Did you flip it or no?
Oh, I'm sure I did.
I think I flipped it. I think I tried it for a second. I was like, oh, man,
Yeah.
not good.
It's hard to, play with one of those things and not practically destroy it.
Oh man, yeah, just Jeff. He was sending me all kind of crazy. Let's see if I can pull a picture of Jeff. I should have probably showed you guys. He was on vacation. He sent me these videos, but I got to buy him a new phone, man. All right, here's one. Hold on, I got full screamy Conky.
Freaking chicken train.
Best ever wings.
Is that a food truck or delivery van? Oh, I get it. He's.
Oh man, they sent me like there's a video. He sent me all these videos too, like him kayaking. And then here's a video. But
this one's for my kids. They think I'm old. I'm going to run up that hill as fast as I can, and you're going to time me. Did you just turn that on or off? You're touching it.
I was.
If it's off when I run up the hill, I'll run down the hill and steamroll you.
It's on, Jeff.
Okay? So what?
I'm trying to
I'm
get.
touching it. Is it on?
It is.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your time marker at?
35.
Hey, right now.
running up that hill.
Oh, that's fast, Jeff.
Oh man,
Well, at least he's going up the hill.
he did it.
My God.
Oh man, this is what Jeff
Is
said.
it worth it for me to come up?
Funny.
Oh man. So yeah, Jeff and his wife, their dog passed away. Yep, and they're doing all right. They had a vacation planned, so it kind of worked out perfectly. So they already had it planned, and then this happened. So now they got to go away, and he's been out there kayaking, running up sand dunes, and who knows what else just Jeff's doing.
So where'd they go?
Michigan, I think.
Oh, okay.
Upper Peninsula, I think. And a lot of people that don't know this, like I guess there's these huge sand dunes in Michigan, and you can rent like vehicles and like drive through it.
Huh. Okay.
So
If you can do that anywhere, you can do it in Michigan.
yeah, it's like one of those things. I didn't even know that they had these huge sand dunes. It's like a big, I guess it was a desert. I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't think there's a bunch of sand dunes in Michigan. At least I wouldn't. What the heck do I know?
Speedy Gonzalez, we'll have to call him.
Well, Jeff says he always has one speed, and I was like, that's as fast as I've ever seen Jeff move. So I'm gonna have to call him out on that. I'm like, I need sand dune, Jeff.
Maybe he can bring some of the sand back with him.
Yeah, he's about to turn 60.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
not
good
bad.
for 60.
Yeah, running up that hill.
Pretty
Silver
good.
Lake sand dunes. There you go. That's where he went. One of the places. He went to a bunch of places. I know. I was thinking I got to take that video and put music to it. Chariots of Fire would be good. There's that new tune, or the old tune that's a hit again, Running Up That Hill. I thought about that song. Running Up That Hill. And then I thought about, of course, the good old Rocky Balboa, Eye of the Tiger. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da. Christine said, "Oh, to be 60 again." Silver Lake sand dunes are magical, Kathleen says. So there you go.
Magical
RG.
sand dune.
He heard the Rocky music in his head too. I heard it.
Yep,
Just-
Eye of the Tiger.
Yep, Eye of the Tiger. Just getting prepared to come back to work. Speaking of which, I should text him. When is he going to be back to work?
For me to come up?
I know he's got to meet with these people want us to clean out this house and a barn,
For me to come up?
and that's a little crazy. We have to charge them on this one, Conky.
Nothing good in there, huh?
No, there's good stuff. But there's also a lot of work, you know.
Well, usually when you have to charge, does that mean that there's more work than good stuff, or you just?
Well, there's a lot of work, and you gotta make money, Conky. The problem is I'm not cheap, and Jeff's not cheap.
Yeah, but what I mean is, I get if it were a house full of 10-cent comics, you'd be giving them money, right? Or
Yes.
consigning or something like that. I mean, you reach, and then there's got to be a zero-sum point where the stuff is worth exactly as much as the work is worth, and then when you start charging them, that means, you know, there's not enough good stuff to take care of the labor bill. I would think, right?
I'm with you.
Jeremy is watching The Umbrella Guy.
Okay. Don't know who that is.
I don't have an umbrella here because it's not raining.
Nope. Conky is the Conky guy.
The Conky. I'm the mayor of Conky Town. I call myself the mayor of Conky Town.
Almost got arrested.
Well, you know, if
Are you impersonating a mayor of Conky Town?
I don't know if you can get arrested for impersonating a mayor if the town you're speaking of is your own little world. But who knows? You can get arrested for all kinds of things. You can get arrested for auctioning stuff without a license. You can get arrested for pulling a gun on an 8-year-old girl. You can get arrested for, you know, you name it. So maybe I'll get arrested for calling myself mayor of Conky Town.
Mayor of Conky Town.
If I get arrested for that, I want Travis arrested for calling himself mayor of Tubetown. And I want Mayor Dan arrested for calling himself mayor of Peninsula.
But he is actually the mayor of Peninsula.
Oh, okay.
He can call himself mayor of Peninsula.
I didn't know that.
He's an actual elected official. You guys are elected in your own head officials.
Is that what it is?
I don't know what it is. I guess I'm going to be a mayor now. Maybe president. I got higher aspirations, Conky.
There you go. Governor.
Governor!
Governor.
I'm the governor! Maybe I could be like Duke.
Of
Earl, of course.
Conky, I'm looking for a replacement.
Duke of Earl.
Travis is here. I don't know if Travis heard me tell him that we should arrest him for calling himself mayor of Tubetown.
Yeah, Conky's going to get arrested for calling himself mayor of Conky Town, and Travis get arrested for calling himself mayor of Tubetown, and I'm going to get arrested for just being extraordinary.
You get arrested.
Not the mayor. And speaking of online auctions, good job, Bonnie. This Saturday.
That's the one with all the toys, right?
Toys. We got die casts. We got models. We got Funko Pops. We got Legos. We got Hot Wheels. We got all that Erdl tractors and all that stuff. There's all kind of tons and tons of great lots. This Saturday. Starts ending at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, www.secondsense.com. Awesome auction, Conky. You can also start looking at our next auction. Then they're working at another unbelievable auction. We've got a lot of good auctions coming up.
Yeah, but how many even have toys? Tonkas, Hot Wheels.
I'll tell you what, this one's really good. Next one is not a toy auction, but it's a good auction. And the one after that is going to be really good. See, the next one, oh man, there's all kind of, there's like, I remember watches in that next auction. There's, I think, Civil War memorabilia, stuff like that again. Just unbelievable stuff. The books.
What do you do with them?
Well, I took some of the books, and then I've been trying to work a thing to get the books picked up. And they're like, well, we can pick up part of the books, and you guys deliver other part of the books. And so it's becoming more of a fiasco than I expected. So still working on the books, Becky. I'm trying. But I'm trying to donate the books. It hasn't worked out as well as I expected.
So those books have got to weigh have a lot of weight to them. I suspect that's why you didn't like load them up and try to bring them back.
Yeah, first of all, it would have been, you could maybe, I don't even know if the 26-foot box truck would have worked Conky through all of it. I mean, it was a 10 by 20 by 7 foot tall, packed banana box, all books. So you could do the math. The thing is, the box truck is not as wide as a storage unit. And that's where the problem comes into.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the storage unit, obviously, but not this one. And I stayed at the Tropicana. And I'm kind of sad that it's going to be gone, tore down.
So what if I were to actually build Conky Town, what would that look like?
I think you already know what it looked like, Conky.
I mean, it'd have to be like full of
Cars and
toys and
yeah, it'd be like, there'd just be like I think Conky Town is like miniature sized, and there's just like Tonka trucks everywhere, and like, and then just doing everything,
Maybe I can build Conky Town as I restore all these trucks, and that'll be my Conky Town. It's just
Well, you gotta give each of the trucks a name, Maybe you don't give them a name because I think, no offense, Conky, but I think Noreen probably should give them a name. She's probably better at naming the trucks than you.
Probably, yeah.
You'd probably give them stupid names. No offense, Conky. Noreen, she'd probably give them good names.
Or we could let everybody else name.
He's ready to build Conky Town.
Let's build Conky Town.
He's already building Tube Town.
You can either expand Tube Town or you can build like Conky Town across the street or next door and see if you could like get them to like Dallas and Fort Worth just sort of grew together.
I always get books blitzing. So, secondsense@gmail.com. I work in a haunted house event in Brook Park Road on Saturday.
Are they doing haunted houses already?
I don't know. We're in Brook Park Road. What city? Brook Park? We have to come out, Mayor Dan. Maybe we'll go play some pinball, Conky, and see Mayor Dan.
That'd be nice.
I'd ask Hales, but he's not around. Hales! Yeah, so I got this 10 by 20. I got to figure out what to do with that, Conky. Do I empty out tomorrow? Do I wait for Just Jeff to get back? I still got to text Just Jeff. When is he back? When is he ready to go back to work?
For a 10 by 20, I would wait for help. That's just me.
Nightmare Cleveland, Mayor Dan says.
I was sitting for last week's AA. I was sitting within probably 3 feet of that car he's standing next to, and I still didn't get to see it. It was all covered up.
All covered up, huh?
Yep. So I need to, next time he actually gets it out, I need to check it out.
See, Mayor Dan, I think he inspired everybody. You guys all want to be a mayor now. You guys you want to drive a cool hearse and be cool and do some haunted houses. That's what we should turn my building into, a haunted house, Conky?
Good. I could have turned my school into a haunted house, but
that'd been good.
Yeah, I mean, people would have really been scared in there because, I mean, you know how haunted houses, they actually fix them up to look scary. Well, my building actually was scary.
It was pretty scary.
Yeah.
My building used to be scary. It's not as scary as it used to be. Like when I used to have to go up to the second and third floor and there was no hand railing. That's when it was fun.
Yeah, that would have not been good. Your building has an elevator in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all blocked off, yeah.
Yeah. No, that would be scary.
The good old freight elevator.
Get on that thing and wonder if you're going to make it to where you're going.
Yeah, but it ain't going to like go up to 3 floors, so you can't fall that far,
Yeah, it still hurt.
Yeah, it would have hurt. I don't know if it'd kill you though, Conky.
That's the problem.
You just might have broken legs or back.
Yeah, broken back, broken neck.
I'm not dead. I just can't move. Oh man, yes, so many toys. It is a good auction though. Some brand new Legos from that one unit I bought. I paid over $3,000 some. I got all those Legos, Nintendo stuff from that unit. The power pad, original Nintendo stuff. All those pop figurines. So all that stuff's in that auction coming up Saturday. Plus, one unit I got all those tractors, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of tractors. Now the question will turn into thousands for me, Conky.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't.
Yeah, some of them are doing pretty good so far. It's only Thursday.
People need to find them. Once they find them, that's it. They're off to the races.
Yeah, so I got the storage unit. I cleaned out 3 units this week by myself. And today, over an hour and a half drive, and I was like, am I going to make it? Am I going to be able to fit everything in there? And you know how you go through those things like it's like this. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to make it. No, there's no way I'm going to make it all. Yes, I think I can fit it all. No, it's definitely going to fit. Oh, it looks good now. Oh, I forgot about that thing. Ah!
Tell you what, as you get older, more and more of life looks that way.
I can see that. I can see that. So I was like, somehow, Conky,
somehow you're going to make it.
I got it all to fit. Just barely. Now, I might not have been able to see on my passenger side mirror, but hey.
You don't need a passenger side mirror, do you?
I don't know. When you're trying to get over a lane, it makes it easier.
Well, you just sort of move over.
The key is you gotta pass somebody, and then you passed them, and you just go. That's the key.
Just hope they didn't like uncharacteristically accelerate on you after you think you passed them.
Exactly, Conky. So yeah, that was like I said, amazing. I got it all to fit. I was just like, in the front seat was riding with me was a circular saw. A table saw. The bench that the table saw goes on. A brand new roll of fencing. And a couple other things. Oh,
in the front seat.
And the cooler. Yeah.
In the front seat.
In the front seat, yeah.
Oh man.
I was stuck with. I'm looking at all this stuff, and I'm looking at the front seat, and I'm looking at all the stuff, and I'm looking at that front seat, and I'm like, I should have just made a whole video on that.
And you're about this far away from ripping the front seat out so it all fits.
I'm just like, man.
Run the front seat through the saw so it doesn't take up so much room.
I should have went with my first plan and went to the scrapyard. And there was a guy that was there, but he ended up leaving before I finished. But I almost went up to him like, hey, you want a couple pieces? You want this saw? Or, just to give away a couple things, it would have been. So, yeah, the life of a storage unit person. That's right, Travis. Front seat. Nice. But you got to load it up. That's why my wife's like, did you take anybody with you? I'm like, I'm glad I didn't. Because if I did, I would be going back.
They'd be riding on the bumper.
It was like, oh my gosh. I found the suitcase, and it was an interesting suitcase. That's for sure. Didn't have suits in it this time, Conky.
Yeah, I can imagine what it had.
It had all kind of interesting stuff. There was a plethora of different items.
I've found suitcases before and wish that I hadn't. Wish that I hadn't.
Yeah. What happened in OTTER Creek, not much happened. The guy finally got arrested. Hopefully he stays in prison. And will they extradite him to Ohio? No one knows. Stay tuned.
I hope not. I don't want my tax dollars going to feed and house this jerk. I'd rather that stay with Florida since that's where they live anyway.
Yeah, let their tax dollars pay for them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure Lynette and Crook have paid more than their share of fair share of taxes, so that
I don't know. Florida's weird because there's no state or local tax.
well, it's all from tourism.
Yeah, I'm just saying they don't have any state or local tax, so I don't know how much tax you actually ever pay to Florida itself.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's
tax. That's about it.
Sales tax and
Oh yeah, sales tax. They'll always get you on sales tax.
Taxes on if you got to buy plates down there. I heard plates in Florida are more expensive than they are here.
I know car insurance is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing about I lived in Florida for 2 years, and I mean, there's lots of pros and lots of cons. Everyone's like, why would you move back? Obviously, hurricanes is a con. No one knows how to drive is another con. You have all these tourists. You have all these people that shouldn't have their license because they reach an age they probably shouldn't be driving. And then you have a bunch of people that cannot read English. So they're driving on the roads.
You got that too.
So you got the mix of those three people driving. Florida, oh man. Ugh. Crazy. Ohio, easy. Like, hear people complain about, I always laugh because, like, oh my gosh, just traffic. I'm just like, this is nothing. When you sit in traffic for like 2 hours, then you got traffic. You know what I'm saying, Conky?
Yeah.
Like, here, like our traffic jam, you're like, oh, it took 15 minutes longer than usual. Life sucks, Conky.
Well, I mean, from where I am, I can either leave in the morning and go to Cleveland in an hour, or I can go to like Cambridge in an hour. I realize, most of the people in chat have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's like you can go twice as far south as you can north from where I am in the same amount of time. I don't like traffic either, but you're right. It's not as bad as like in DC or Chicago or some of the areas in Florida.
Someone sent me a text.
Who sent you a text?
I don't know. Just Jack. They're watching live stream.
Yeah.
If you like some help tomorrow, I would be available to help film and move things. I could drive up to Menor in our Honda Element and help haul things with it for you. Best regards, Just Jack. What about that? Yeah. I don't know how big a Honda Element is, but
I don't think they're that big, are they?
no, not that big. I could bring my van. I shouldn't be driving the van, but I could drive it. Interesting. I might have to take you up, Just Jack. I gotta think about this now. I have to think about that. So you got anything going on this weekend, Conky?
I have got to. I've got to clean out my garage. There's just too much stuff in there. I mean, we haven't been really buying anything. We've got to start selling, and just trying to make some room in the garage this weekend. Big stuff too. I got to get used to this Facebook Marketplace thing and get rid of some of this stuff. Boat motor, you name it. It's taking my space.
Yeah, winter will be here before you know it, Conky.
Yeah, I know. And every year I've said I'm going to clean out the garage before winter hits, and I just never get it done. So I'm going to be working on the garage a little bit this weekend. I hope. It's got to be nice out for me to do it. I can't go out there when it's, like pouring down rain, because I go in and out of the garage and I don't want to get wet.
Yeah, my auction this Saturday. You guys got to check it out. Unbelievable stuff. And next week's auction, some great auctions coming up. And then don't forget, where's Conky right here? Conky's live. Conky's Flippin' Adventure Saturday, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Anything crazy going on this Saturday, Conky?
Well, we're usually on for at least a half hour. Sometimes we're on for a whole hour or right around there. I mean, we just get on and talk about our life for an hour. It's not, not anything earth shattering, but we just sort of share what we did for the week and, tell you about what our dogs did. particularly Eddie. Roxy's not as active as she used to be, so she just kind of, she sleeps a lot. But so we talk about that, and
So this Saturday, 8 o'clock, Conky might have a. When's your next next video restoration video?
oh, I don't know. I've got to get this thing done first. I've been, kind of. Well, I've been sort of holding off on it because, what I do is I did the first video, which was the Firestone truck, which you guys have all seen, and I took a look at what I needed to do to improve the process for the next one. Then I did the Jeep, and it was the same thing. I took a look at what I needed to do to improve the process for the next one. And I'm still not, 100% to where I think I got it down yet, but it's getting better. But again, I had to. I don't know where it went. I waited, months for these stupid things, so that I could use the magnets inside the oven.
The oven magnets.
So now I got those. It should be, each one should be getting faster and better. So, again, I mean this thing here, you can't really tell how bad it was in that picture, but this thing was bad. I don't even see you can't really see it. I mean, the camera's not doing the thing any justice.
That's the thing. Sometimes it just never looks as good. I mean, so you have to see in person.
But I mean, my video will show how nice this thing actually is. But it was a learning process figuring out how to do that. I mean, the Jeep. If I'd have done the Jeep the way I did this one, it would have turned out really nice. But that was the learning. Here, I'll show you. That was the learning process. This thing, if you look at it, you can see all the. You can see all the pits in it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
See all the pitted.
Yep.
And I primed it and sanded it, but I didn't use the JB Weld like Jesse was saying. The truck, the red one that I just showed you, that was the first one I used the JB Weld on. So, like I said, you do one, you see what you screwed up on, you improve the process, you do another one. It's just taking me longer because I'm not working on it as much as I should. I'm getting busy with life and working a day job. And
you're getting busy with your wife?
My life.
Oh, okay. I'm
and my wife. I mean, she is my life.
Getting busy with it. Yeah. We haven't even had the Noreen kiss cam yet. You hear that, Noreen?
Right. It's kind of messy down here because I got powder all over the place from the last time I painted.
You're keeping it away, huh?
Yeah.
I see.
So.
Yes, it's gonna be a crazy week. Lots of crazy videos coming out. And like I said, I got that concrete done this week. Was that this week? That was last week. I got all the gravel delivered this week. 7 tons of gravel.
Yep.
That was fun.
It's a lot of gravel.
Yeah. The guy in the truck, because I was like, I had him pay a little extra money for it. They would spread it, for you as best they can, and then you got to rake out the rest. But
yeah,
he goes, "Do you understand? This is a lot of gravel." I'm like, "Okay, I need a lot of gravel." So I need about another, I think, 5 tons more, and I'll be done.
So did he bring it all in one truckload or one big truck, or?
It's the most they could bring at one time is 7 tons.
Yeah.
I was like, "Give me as much as you can bring." But it's starting to look nice. Starting to look nice, Conky. But I was going to seal my new. I got a 20 by 20 concrete pad, ladies and gentlemen, poured. I'll have to put in a video or something. And I had this huge cistern. If people don't know what a cistern is, a fresh water source, and I had 10,000 gallons of water in there. They had to drain that. They had to fill that in.
There it is.
And then, whoa! Hello,
Just
Noreen.
right.
Am I the deputy mayor of Conky Town?
Woo! I think you're the president. I think she's the president of Conky Town.
Hell, there's what everybody wanted. The kiss cam.
Kiss Cam Conky.
So that was will you send me those?
Don't you want it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just making sure.
So that was what that big, like, round circular thing was in the pictures you sent? Was
Yeah,
the-
let me show a picture right now.
I thought that was where they just dug out to put extra support under the hot tub when they put it in.
Nah, I gotta get the hot tub. Let's see here.
Somebody that's talented at making music can make the Funky Town song into Conky Town.
Conky Town. Oh, here we go. All right, so here's the original. All right, let me full screen.
Yeah, so that was a cistern?
That was a cistern, 10,000 gallon water, 10,000 gallons of fresh water cistern. Now, my house used to be a farmhouse. It was the only house on the street, and that's how all the fresh water got to the house, was through that cistern. Now, I've had it there since I bought the house over 15 years ago, and I always figured, why had a source of fresh water, even though I got a creek behind my house, but that's another story. So I ended up filling that in, and then that thing's been crumbling for years and years and years and years. And then
And there's Chester.
look at Chester, the guard dog. So I got this 20 by 20 pad, and then plus a new walkway port.
Nice.
So I was going to seal the concrete. It's everything I read is like, you got to wait 30 days for it to cure before you seal it. So Teresa says Noreen is the queen of Conky Town.
Funky Town.
Conky Town.
Nice.
So I hated spending all that money to get the concrete fixed, Conky. But I can tell you what, actually, I'm happy I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The guy was out there sitting there the other day, and it's like, oh, it's so nice. And it's going to be amazing when I get everything done. I'm going to have a huge outdoor living area. I'm going to have my hot tub set up. I'm going to have maybe a TV out there, my seating area, fan. It's going to be nice, Conky.
Yep.
It'll be nice.
That'll be cool.
Then we'll have a place to chill there. And then go to the pool, to the hot tub, Conky. Pool's too cold, jump in the hot tub. So, come on, guys. Thumbs up for these guys. Hey, thank you, Big C. Appreciate that. So, anything else you want to talk about today, Conky?
I'm tired, man.
I know that feeling. And I'm like, I got so much to do. I got to figure out if I want to work on this unit tomorrow. Do I rent the unit? Do I have Just Jack show up and be part of the unit?
You got to figure out how big a Honda Element is before you.
Well, I can bring my van out there. Between the two, it's gonna, we can make a little dent in there for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll get that done.
If I could find that van again on Copart, that one I think is perfect for you. I'll send you the link to it. And you can look at it. It looks like something that you can make last, a year or two anyway. The way you treat your vehicles,
My vehicles, what?
You might actually get 3 years out of it. Putting saws on the front seat,
Yeah, Big C, contact me. You can call the number. Call me tomorrow. Just go to Second Sense. Call the number. We can talk about consignment. I should take the day off tomorrow, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, Conky.
Rent the unit and take the day out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday.
It would be nice to see Just Jack, though.
Huh?
It would be nice to see Just Jack.
Well, maybe he can help you next week. Who knows?
That's true, Conky. Yeah, I don't know. Man, that's a tough one. What to do? Guess that I could pack the van. I wasn't even thinking I could have called Just Jack earlier and I could have made a better plan. It's alright, I pushed it to the side. I figured out next week. Everyone's like, take the day off. Swim in the pool. Well, I can't take the day off because I didn't tell anybody this yet. Here's the biggest issue with tomorrow. I completely forgot. Everyone just reminded me. I have an appointment in the morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, and the gentleman is a self-proclaimed hoarder.
Oh.
I have not been in the house yet. He did tell me one interesting fact, Conky. But you won't want to hear about it.
I probably do.
He said something about 20,000 Hot Wheels.
Of course.
He said he has so many Hot Wheels, Conky, that if I come out and just look at the stuff, he'd give me a couple cases of Hot Wheels just to come and look.
Jeez.
That's how many Hot Wheels he's got. He says he's got over 20,000. I don't know how many come in a case.
It depends on what when the case was produced, I think. When you say case, do you mean like a factory case or?
I'm assuming factory cases.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Like
I wish they would old school cases with red lines, but I'm assuming they're factory cases of cars in the case that comes. And I think there's 50 cars or something in the case.
Well, I mean, usually 48 in the case, but I don't know how many comes in a factory case. I've never actually had a factory case of Hot Wheels.
Just Jack just sent me a text. He said, "Take me, take me, take me." Yeah, it's way out in I don't know where you live, Just Jack. It's way into like Youngstown. I got to go in the morning.
Youngstown. I'm going to Youngstown tomorrow.
I'm sure you are, Conky.
I am actually.
I am. Well, Conky, I'll be in Youngstown 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
So that's where I'm going.
How long are you going to be there?
I have no clue. And Just Jack, I'd be happy to take you, but I don't even know where I would meet you, Just Jack. I'm putting in my phone right now. I'm assuming I'm going to take the turnpike. Yeah. An hour and 11 minutes, taking 80. $3.75, 71 miles. Ed said, take the week off. I dare you. We need more zeros on that, but I appreciate it, Ed. Need to take the week off. Oh, man, I got big news coming up, too. I can't talk about. I was talking about last week, but that's all done deal. So that's supposed to happen coming up soon. Big announcement. Pretty big. I think it's big. For me, it's big.
Well, for you, if for you it's big enough for a big announcement.
Yeah, I think it's a big announcement. Speaking of which, everyone that's still here tonight, I appreciate every single one of you watching. And I finally got to the 80,000 subscribers, Conky.
Wow.
So I'm at 80,000 and, well, let's see. I could have lost a couple while we were watching. So 80,134 now.
Nice.
So I am officially down to 19,866 to go.
Before you get that thing they give to your kid, the little plaque.
Only thing I get that 100,000 plaque. So being under 20,000, Conky, finally.
You'll get there.
I'm running up that. I'm like Jeff running up that hill. The sand just falling out under my feet. I'm running out of gas and steam. Can I make it? Yeah,
it is definitely work.
Yeah, thank you all for being here. That's very true. And Jane, thank you. Congratulations. I appreciate that. And Bonnie, please hit that thumb up. Thank you. And it's been a journey, the YouTube journey. It's an adventure to say the least. But I work hard at it, and it's taking a lot of time, effort, energy away from my family, everything else. And most people can't understand the amount of time, energy, and effort it takes unless you actually do it. And and do it where you're actually editing videos and trying to be consistent, things like that. And Conky can tell you, editing, the amount of time editing a video, it can vary on the video, but there's times you might put, well, myself, I'm not putting as much time as Conky's putting into his videos, but there might be times I put 5 hours into editing a video, 6 hours into editing one video that's 36 minutes long.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things that there's time, energy, and effort. There's a lot into it, but I enjoy doing it. I enjoy sharing with everybody out there. And I know Conky enjoys sharing his stuff, and that's why he still does everything. And who knows where we're going to be next. My goal is I'm trying to get to the 100,000, get that plaque. You get a plaque. And my son, I promised him to get this plaque. Just hoping he's not out of high school by the time I get it.
There's a website somewhere you can go to that'll tell you based on your rate of growth pretty confidently when you will hit your 100,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or when you will hit any number you type in, you know what I mean?
Interesting.
Heather says 20,000 Hot Wheels Conky, you need to go with him.
Yes, Sherry, share the video and spread the love. I appreciate that. And yes, 20,000 Hot Wheels. But the thing is, you got to understand, this guy says he's a hoarder. So the chances of being able to access the Hot Wheels, you're probably going to say, you could probably just going to see boxes or stuff. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know. I'm going to try to make a video for all you guys I can share with you. And that's the great thing about my, being on the YouTube is that I get to share the opportunity for you guys to see things like this hoarder house. Because, there's a lot of channels that do storage auctions, okay? And some do it better than others. But there's very few channels that have the opportunity to go into hoarder houses or go into people's estates on a consistent basis and to be able to see, like I was at this lady's house the other day, Conky, where I got all those cool toys from.
Mm-hmm.
And listen to this 81-year-old lady talk about when she was, 7 or 8 years old, coming down on Christmas morning and seeing this Marx tin litho train going around. Just awesome. And now I got that train in my basement. And she said, oh, that train must be like 1950 something. The thing is, I looked up that train, Conky, and everything I'm showing is like 1939.
It might have been used when she got it.
Well, I was thinking that maybe it was like one of the relatives or something's train or something, or dad got it from somebody or something. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was still the Depression,
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't realize the United States didn't come out of the Great Depression until after World War II. So from 1929 until like almost 50 or something, we were pretty much in the Depression. And like home values got back to the price before 1929. I think it was like 51 or something. They got to the same price again they were in 1929 before the crash. It took that many years for the home values just to catch back up again.
Mm-hmm.
So she had some interesting toys, and I'll show you one thing, and then we'll pray and get out of Conky. Let me show you this thing. I thought they were cool.
What are we going to see next? Melody says best mods in captivity. That's funny.
So, I mean, that's what I love about my job. Where else are you just going to be able to, oh, here you go. Let's find this. I don't know which one I should show first. I'll show this one first, and I'll show this one first. Old Maid Circus Edition. 1947.
Edu cards.
All right. And it's complete. Very cool.
You're in nice shape too.
Yeah. Has a card game part. Here's the rules complete. Now, that's not even close to my favorite one. I'll show you. Here's the next one.
Oh, howdy doody.
A Howdy Doody card game. And then on here, let's see, I thought I saw a date. No date. No date. Just made by this company. Howdy Doody. Once again, complete. Cards in pretty good shape. Instructions. And I see people selling some of these cards individually, you know. Now, this set I think is the most valuable of all of the sets. But, you know, what other job you get to touch stuff from whatever era? You know, like the other day I found this fossil in the storage, and I'm over there, I get to touch a fossil. It's millions of years old. This.
The cards those have to be 100 years old.
It's a Cowboys and Indians card game. Well, this is 1940 something, Conky.
Oh, okay.
So getting close though. About 80 years old. But the Cowboy and Indians card game, I just thought the graphics on that was cool. And once again, complete. Got the instructions. Stupid light.
Nice.
It's just so cool. So Jane said here, she sold the old made 59-cent new in the box for 60 and that from 1967 for $79. This one's from 49, I think. So it's just one of those things. It's just the opportunity, and you know, I just get to find so much cool stuff.
That is neat. You guys can see the red and the filter there from. That's funny.
The filter. So those are my cards, Conky. I figured you might enjoy those.
They did look. I thought they were older than that. I thought they were like from the 20s.
Yeah, 1947 Old Maid is Circus Edition. So, but once again, guys, we really appreciate everybody out there watching, checking us out. I guess you want to pray, Conky?
I'll let you do it.
All right. Lord, thank you again for all you've given us. We appreciate this opportunity that we have on this Thursday to be together and share with this awesome community that you've given us. Anyone out there that has any special intentions, Lord, please listen to them, whether it's be something personal or family, friends, anyone that may need your help or assistance. And also, Lord, let justice be served to those that need the justice to be served. And please protect all the innocent people out there from all evil in the world. Amen.
Amen.
And once again, we appreciate you guys. You got to check out the auction on Saturday. If you're into any kind, if you like Legos or you know anyone in your family that likes Legos, tons of awesome Legos. If you know anyone that likes Pops, you're into Pops, tons of awesome Pops. You know anyone that likes Hot Wheels, tons of awesome Hot Wheels. You know anyone that likes Erdl tractors, farm implements, all that kind of stuff, tons and tons of those. If you know anyone that likes models, and there's stuff from Star Trek models, there's car models and plane models and all kind of different models, brand new models, there's models, Conky. And there's more. There's vintage video games. We got Nintendo and Super Nintendo. There's Zelda and Zelda Link's Adventure for the original Nintendo. There's the Power Pad with the game in the box, Conky. There's all kind of great stuff. There's tons of Batman and Joker stuff. I gave it up. Sold it. I was going to keep it. I sold it, Conky. It was hard to give up. I only picked out a few items. I wanted to keep all the boxes and totes full of it, but even I had to let go. So check out the auction. Check out Conky on Saturday night, 8 o'clock. My auction's 1 o'clock Saturday, www.secondsense.com. And tomorrow's video, the finale. You won't believe what I find in the back of the boxes, and I finally find the one box. I think that one box will pay for the unit. I already made my money on the unit, but and then Saturday will probably be this unit I drove out to way out. I bought, and then Sunday I think might be the Golden Platinum unit, and then probably next week, Wednesday, Friday, will be the beginning of this 10x20 that I might start tomorrow. I might take the day off. Who knows? So we appreciate everybody watching. Anything else you want to say, Conky?
Well, just our show Saturday, and who knows? I might see Rob tomorrow. We don't know.
You might see me tomorrow. And this is a good point. I just want to say this one last thing. I had an auction, offsite auction, and this lady buys these quilts. And she wasn't happy. She bought 9 quilts. She was happy with 6 of the quilts, but she wasn't happy with 3 of the quilts. She said, well, these quilts aren't vintage. I said, ma'am, they're vintage. They've been here for over 20 years. I know they're vintage. Well, 20 years ain't vintage. I said, ma'am, I'm just telling you it's vintage over 20 years. Just because you don't agree with the terminology doesn't make it right. Everything else. Well, what are you going to do for me? I said, ma'am, if I made a mistake, I'd be more than happy to give you money back or give you partial refund or whatever, make you happy. But I didn't make a mistake. Okay. You're the one that's upset, and I think you're upset because you made a mistake because you didn't come look at them and everything else. So you assumed one thing. I said they're vintage. I didn't say they're antique. Vintage is something 20 years old. No, it's not. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. So he just said 20 years old. That is the definition of anything vintage is 20 years or older. Anything that's antique is 100 years or older. So it can't be a true antique unless it's 100 years or older. Unless it's a vehicle, then it's 25 years. Right, Conky?
I guess. I mean, I always thought the word vintage was properly used when I thought it was like the word circa. Like if something is from the 50s, you would say vintage 1950s. If something was from the 90s, you'd say vintage 1990s. I didn't realize you could. I know a lot of people use the word standalone, but I always thought it was supposed to be followed by the actual vintage, the actual era of the item.
So,
but I mean, that's just me. Who knows? I'm not a wordsmith.
Jane loves her quilt. But once again, I'm one of the most easygoing, lucky. I'm easy. I'll give you money. But if I didn't make the mistake, I'm the one that cataloged it. It's vintage. It's vintage. Just because you're not happy with your purchase because you thought it was older than what your vintage perception is doesn't make you right. So like I told him, I said if it was brand new and I said vintage, then I'd be more than happy. But I did not mess up. I did not mislead anybody. I wasn't trying to pull one over on somebody. It was the truth. It was the vintage, and just because and as an auctioneer, I have to know what vintage means. I can't just use the term loosely. I have to know what the term antique means because that's my job, my profession. I should know these things, right?
Yeah, this is true.
I should. So, but once again, we appreciate everyone checking us out tonight. Check out the video tomorrow. Check out the auction on Saturday. Check out Conky's Flippin' Adventure and what the Hales. He's got all kind of craziness going on. You can check that out too. We appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget, John Kirk might be in prison for the rest of the days of who knows who life. Who knows?
Never know.
I'm sure he'll be out by Tuesday. The way the justice system, I don't know. I have no faith in it. I know someone that should be in prison, and they just keep letting this guy out, man. So I have no faith in the justice system whatsoever. But hey, who knows? Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And don't forget,